This is just incredible. A huge bombshell has just been revealed by Satoshi Kusama. Something major is about to happen to Shiba Inu, according to what he divulged. And it will alter the course of events. Some zeros could be eliminated. No one anticipated this, and the community is going crazy over it. Tell me what's going on. For what reason is this the long-awaited update now here? Allow me to clarify. Welcome to Dr. Crypto, your daily serving of Shiba. This is the spot for you if you're curious about anything related to Shiba. If you want to keep informed about all the latest news forecasts and stay ahead of the crypto industry, subscribe. To get more Shib news, be sure to click the like button. The Shiba Inu community is reeling from the recent explosion of something major. Who is Satoshi Kusama? Yes, the man primarily responsible for the Shiba Inu initiative. I just revealed something really shocking. Plus, this update isn't like the others. The news of what's to come shocked the whole Shiba Inu community. Short and to the point. A simple revolutionary change that might alter the course of history, including the price's performance and the efficiency of the ecosystem. The timing couldn't have been more ill-planned, to be honest, because here is where things become crazy. Something far more significant was occurring covertly behind the scenes as everyone struggled to comprehend Satoshi's shock. Whales. Yes, those enormous holders with market-moving sacks suddenly destroyed a token supply of Shiba Inu worth billions. Gone. Effortlessly removed the supply. Plus, if you've been around for a while, you know that type of action generally indicates a big event is about to happen. Alright, you may be thinking, that seems really big. Has it already had an impact on the pricing though? How is the Shiba Inu doing thus far? So, let's just say one expert spoke out recently, and he's very positive. He claims that Shiba Inu is getting ready for a major event. The price has been making strong efforts to overcome the resistance it has encountered for some time. The tide is turning quickly, and buyers are making a strong comeback. It should be seen soaring over its regular range very soon if the current surge and volume keep growing. Perhaps even approaching a much higher level than what we've seen in the last several weeks. However, price changes aren't the only factor. Current events demonstrate assurance. Once again, the community is enthralled. Development is underway. These whales are just crazy. The actual action begins when those three conditions are met. It seems as if Shiba Inu is getting ready for a major breakthrough. The timing is spot on, and the setting is correct. On all fronts, not just the charts. Therefore, you should probably start paying closer attention now if you've been sitting on the sidelines. Because this enormous whale burn and Satoshi's teaser suggests that Shiba Inu could be about to have its next great run. What then transpired? The enigmatic and talented chief creator of Shiba Inu, Satoshi Kusama, has returned to social media after almost 2 weeks of total silence. Plus, he returned for more than a casual hello. Not at all. The whole Shiba Inu community was abuzz when he returned with some major upgrades. Satoshi dropped a bombshell in his most recent X post, recently published, an AI-centric white paper. This update isn't like the others. This white paper has the potential to revolutionize the way Shiba Inu is run in the future, and that doesn't even begin to cover everything. Simultaneously, the new Shibarium network was revealed by Kal Daria, another prominent Shiba Inu developer. Major advancements are taking place simultaneously in the fields of artificial intelligence and blockchain. Token Play AI is a partner of Shibarium's, and Satoshi hinted at some major news about them recently. This is evidently part of a larger AI plan that the team has been quietly developing for months. What this means is that they have been working on this for a while, and are committed to integrating AI into the Shiba Inu ecosystem. If you want to go back in time a little, Satoshi was last on X-Way on May 30th. He hinted to AI's potential to be a game-changer even back then, claiming that few people anticipate its eventual impact. He went to extreme lengths, including changing his bio to state that he was working on his final white paper, an exploration of AI Shiba and Shi. Plus, he was really explicit. The Shiba Inu group intends to make a significant impact in the next era. Now things start to become interesting. Speculation ensues whenever Satoshi is silent for an extended period of time. However, the community showed zero concern during this instance. Something was cooking, and they knew it. He was still there, they knew. He was constructing. Such certainty can only be achieved when the populace has faith that a tremendous event is on the horizon. It was obvious that they were correct. And now for something spectacular. To a Shiba Inu, this is enormous. And for what reason? Shiba Inu tend to get up and walk about whenever Satoshi returns after one of these extended absences. You see, pressure builds up when a project like this continues subtly adding layers, growing its ecosystem, and locking in new alliances. Furthermore, this pressure often bursts into price action the moment specifics begin to emerge. The topic has evolved beyond that of a meme currency. You're describing a system that combines real estate, artificial intelligence, and blockchain technology. Practicality, which is precisely what attracts the attention of serious investors. There has always been one interpretation whenever Satoshi returns after an extended period of silence. A significant launch is imminent. Then the neighborhood gets behind it, more purchasers flood in, and the price normally goes up after that. This is planning, not just rhetoric. This kind of action is indicative of Shiba Inu's long-term strategy, which might lead to its rapid expansion. Given the current momentum and the indications dropped by Satoshi, it's becoming more difficult to remain pessimistic about Shiba Inu's future. Still, something major was being taped behind the scenes at the same time all this news was coming out. Furthermore, there seems to be a possible connection between these two occurrences. At the same time that Satoshi Kusama made his triumphant comeback with the news of the forthcoming AI white paper, he hinted at what may be a dramatic change in Shiba Inu's trajectory. The market experienced a significant event. Woohoo! Shiba Inu whales went shopping like crazy. A group of whales bought more than 10 trillion Shiba Inu coins on June 23rd. Yes, 10 trillion tokens were acquired in a single transaction. Also, this wasn't an impulsive purchase. Based on data collected from the blockchain, this was the second highest accumulation of 2025 and the greatest in the last 5 months shown by these whales in a single day. Now let's set the scene. The cryptocurrency market took a beating over the weekend. Recent geopolitical tensions were a major factor, as they scared away investors and drove a whopping $250 billion out of the market. No Shiba Inu was exempt either. The decline from Friday to Sunday was over 9%. Nonetheless, the market began to show signs of improvement as the new week began. When it happened, things started to heat up. Wallets holding 10 by 100 trillion tokens abruptly stepped up their purchasing significantly rather than just recovering a little. These wallets are huge Shiba Inu holders. Try to picture it. In the span of a single day, their combined holdings increased from 182 trillion to over 193 trillion tokens. Not long ago, more over 10 trillion coins were added. Now you may be wondering the same thing. Their last such action occurred in late May, just before the community saw yet another surge of bullish emotion. We must now ask, might this be a mere coincidence? On the other hand, were these whales anticipatory? The timing couldn't be more ideal. Something monumental is hinted at by Satoshi in a teaser. This much anticipated white paper on artificial intelligence is meant to coincide with the next stage of the Shiba Inu's development. The whales suddenly begin to move trillions. May they be privy to something? Do they foresee a big unveiling that is still under wraps? For sure we don't know. This, however, is what we are able to disclose. I am really bullish. Coinciding with key developer announcements, the largest wallets in the game suddenly begin filling up during a recovery. And that's often a precursor to a major development. This is fantastic for Shiba Inu in any light. There has been a noticeable uptick in activity recently, with developers hinting at big improvements and whales piling up. There seems to be just one way for Shiba Inu to go about this, by making a really loud noise. But where do you stand on this? Leave your thoughts in the space provided. The day is over now. Remember to give it a big thumbs up. To see our most recent material, share it, and subscribe to the channel.